Hello there, Leo. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for the week of July 20th through the 26th. I am using a different tarot deck this week. This is called Nicoletta Ceccioli. I think that's how it's said, Ceccoli. So let's see. Let's just jump right into here, Leo. What we have coming up for you for Monday is we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in this deck usually is talking to me about patience, 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 patience. But because her being in reverse, what's going on is the time is right. That's what I'm hearing. So there's some situation that you've been patient about for a while, and the time is right on Monday. And I feel like besides me just saying this to you, you're also going to notice that you are really feeling like the time is right. You know what it feels like to be anxious for whatever this is to manifest in your life. You know what it feels like to have that impatient feeling. But when the time is right, that's a completely different feeling. And I know you're going to be feeling it. For those of you that this applies to, you're going to be feeling this on Monday. You're going to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the time is right for whatever this is that you've been waiting for. So, those of you who have been waiting for something patiently for a while, and you've seen this video and you want to say, okay, well, she said Monday, the time is right, I'm going to do this thing. Please don't do it just based on this video. Do that based on the feelings that you're having inside yourself, plus with this video as confirmation, but not just on this video, okay? Because this is a general reading. So it's not going to apply to every single Leo out there. So the best way to get a private, or to get a reading where you know things apply only to you, is to get a private reading. Okay, so that's what we've got for Monday. Now for Tuesday, what we have showing up is we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Knight of Discs in reverse is really just saying that on Tuesday, you're blowing your budget. Either you're blowing your budget or you're not being very diligent about your money coming in. So maybe you're not doing the things you would normally do to create your income if you own your own business, or maybe you're not going to work. If you work for somebody else, you're calling in for a day off. The other thing is that, you know, like I said, you're blowing your budget. You're spending your money on things that aren't in the budget and thinking to yourself, well, I'll just fix that later on. Okay, so that's Tuesday. And then Wednesday, what we have showing up is we have the Tower card. The Tower card is just talking about something unexpected happening very suddenly on Wednesday. And it's kind of, it's a thing where you feel like you've been secure with that for a while on a normal Tower card. But on this Tower card, it feels like things have been kind of shaky in that area for a while. You've been hearing some rumblings. You know something's coming down the pike. And I feel like you've been kind of preparing for the what-ifs already, at least mentally, if not actually physically. And so on Wednesday, it feels like, you know, the cards do kind of come crashing down. And so you're kind of, in a lot of ways, you're really ready for this. You kind of have that plan of how am I going to handle this when that happens. So I don't feel that you're completely distraught by it. I do feel like you kind of knew it was coming. It was just a matter of when. Okay, so that's what I have showing up for you guys on Wednesday, Leos. And then on Thursday, we have what would ordinarily be considered the Temperance card showing up in reverse. Thursday, It's interesting because I'm not getting so much about Temperance off of this card when I look at it, but Thursday I'm feeling like it's going to be a little bit of a playful day for you. It's almost like, okay, the Tower of Cards came down and that gives me a little bit more free time, and so I'm going to do some things that I've been wanting to do for a while. So I feel that kind of playtime coming in for you, where you're doing some things that you enjoy that you haven't had a chance to do before, and really kind of appreciating the moment of having that Tower kind of come down before you get ready to gear up for the next new thing that's going to take the place of that Tower, or that security that the Tower offered you. So this is really some playtime going on Thursday. It's doing some fun stuff that you've really been wanting to do for a while. Then on Friday, it looks like we're back to work. You've got the Ace of Swords coming up. This talks about some kind of new action, a beginning of action. So this is really talking about just the beginning of a new project. Swords is all about action and communication. So this could be really beginning of networking for you, networking for something to replace that tower. You already have the backup plan. This can be putting that backup plan in place. This can be making phone calls that you need to make to sort of get things moving. But it is the very beginnings of some action and the beginnings of some communication coming in on Friday. Now on Saturday, excuse me, we have the Seven of Cups showing up in reverse. Okay, so Seven of Cups, we're looking at a lot of choices on Saturday, and so you're looking at a lot of different options. When this comes up right side up, it really comes up as daydreaming and pipe dreaming type stuff. When this card comes up upside down, though, this is looking at the options that you have with an eye towards reality in a very grounded way. Like, you know what are actually good options for you and what are options that are kind of out there that are going to take more time and more energy to manifest. So on Saturday, I feel like you're looking at a lot of different options that you have, and you're really making plans about how do I take some of those options and get from where I am now to where I want to be. Now, let's see. On Sunday, what we have coming up is we have the Page of Swords in reverse. Kind of an innocent looking girl there. Pages usually are young. They're messengers. So Page of Swords in reverse just means that you're getting in some kind of message on Sunday that you really would rather not hear. Don't shoot the messenger. That's one of the things that I'm hearing. It feels like actually for some of you this is going to be a little child that's going to say something that's going to kind of click with you as soon as they've said it, and you're going to be like, ah, wow, I can't believe I missed that. But for a lot of you, this is also talking about digging up information. When it comes up upside down, this can be about digging up information. Instead of information coming voluntarily to you, this is information that you have to dig up so that you have a clearer picture of what's going on in whatever situation, some certain situation in your life where you decide that you need to dig. So Sunday, I do see you doing a little bit of detective work, a little bit of research. Excuse me. I don't know if you could understand me while I was yawning, but Sunday I see you doing a little bit of detective work and a little bit of research, finding out some information that was not readily or easily available to you before. So Leos, that is your week. Thank you all of you for stopping by. I really appreciate your likes and your shares and all of that good stuff. For those of you who would like to schedule a private reading with me, feel free to check out my website. I am at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there and you've looked around, if you feel like I'm the best reader for you, then go ahead and contact me and we will schedule something for you as quickly as possible. Right now the wait list is down to where I can probably help you the same day or the next day after you contact me. So everybody have a great week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you next week. Peace out.